There are some painful, absolutely painful, rough, barbaric. Okay, I don't think barbaric's a bit.
Stop.
But some people out there are butchering Instagram. And we're going to put a stop to that today. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new to our channel, we are High Season, a social media agency that helps business owners, entrepreneurs, and marketers step their social media game up and break the algorithm. We just had to come in here to talk about some of this brutal stuff going on out here, guys.
It's
okay?
rough.
And obviously we own a social media agency, so we are seeing the worst of the worst. And we want to jump in here to make sure that our loyal subscribers and this loyal viewer, you today, don't make these terrible mistakes online that are hurting your brand, so making you look ridiculous, and also just hurting all your efforts. So today we're going to talk about the 10 most painful Instagram mistakes being made in 2019. Let's get into it.
All right, the first mistake is not using hashtags correctly. So, 3 parts to that. First one is if you're using shadow ban hashtags. So if you're not familiar with that, shadow banning is essentially where Instagram restrict the use of particular hashtags, somewhat based on arbitrary reasoning. Clearly, the obvious ones, all cuss words and sort of things, will be considered offensive and not available. Mm-hmm. There was a time this year when hashtag adult life, for example, or happy Thanksgiving were shadow banned. It's kind of like somewhat unpredictable, so we would probably recommend to make sure you check every hashtag before you go and use it. If you search for it in Instagram and it doesn't come up, that's one way, but it generally would also give you some sort of a notification or an error message that this particular hashtag goes against community guidelines or something of that nature. They do change this stuff often. You technically can use that hashtag in your posts, but it will therefore in effect shadow ban your post, so therefore your post won't get served. That's essentially what it does, and then that will result in
no one seeing it.
No one seeing it at all, which is not what you want. The second issue with using hashtags is using ones that are much too large. We just looked it up, hashtag love, and that is 1.6 billion uses. So you can imagine if you are using hashtag love and how many people are going to see that. Effectively none. It's
you have
pretty
to be
redundant.
Beyonce, basically.
Who doesn't? When you're Beyonce, you don't even need to use hashtags.
You wouldn't even use
guess.
hashtags, yeah.
I'm sure it'd probably help, but
Yeah.
she doesn't need to, and she does not. She doesn't even put a caption.
No.
It's G.
But she'd be the only one who could rank. You'd have to
Pretty
have
much.
millions of followers to rank on a hashtag
Like
with
love.
that many uses.
That's it.
Yeah.
So try and go for smaller hashtags or niche hashtags. Our niche ones that we like are between maybe about 50k and 300k users are pretty good. That means it's sort of very specific individuals who are interested in a certain topic or subject will go towards that hashtag, and it's just much more valuable. It's okay to pepper in some that are in the early millions, like 1 or 2 million here and there, but typically we would suggest to stick more to niche ones. And thirdly, it is not using hashtags at all. That is probably the largest mistake. There are so many people that we speak to that don't use any
Beyonce.
hashtags. I mean, I wish.
Who aren't using hashtags.
Right?
Yeah.
It's obscene. Like, just the 30 hashtags that you're available to every user, is right there. It's free. It's a very simple, easy thing. You put it in the second caption. We've said this a million times. Use the hashtags. Don't skip it.
The second mistake you're making is not optimizing your Instagram profile bio. So that is the first thing that people are going to see when they land on your page. That includes the copy, so the text that's your description of who you are and what you do and what to expect. Highlights, so do you have highlights that can take people to specific call to actions that you want or be able to showcase certain things about your business or your brand? Is your title actually correct? Is it searchable? Does it make sense? This could go on forever. We actually do have a video on how to best optimize your profile. It's the thing that you need to do first before doing anything else, and we're going to leave a card up there. It is our ultimate Instagram checklist.
Yes.
Definitely check that out.
In the description, we have a link to download the PDF for that checklist as well. You can watch the video to get us explaining it, and then download the checklist and make sure you're on point.
Precisely.
The third painful Instagram mistake, people continually put URLs in their descriptions. Instagram at 0 point in the last, 8 years that Instagram has been around, since 2011, have links being clickable in a caption. Absolutely at no time. So please don't do it. We see it regularly from people who absolutely should know better. You always can just say click the link in our bio. It's right there. You can put something like Linktree. Do we describe Linktree in the IG?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Linktree, linktr.ee. It's look it up. It'll explain what it is, but it's the easiest solution to showcasing multiple links in your bio. And also a quick sort of opposite to this is on IGTV. If you put a link in the description of your IGTV and then you sync it to your feed, the link will not work when it's in your feed, but if you look at the description in IGTV itself, the link is clickable. So that is the only one time it is acceptable.
The most ridiculous one of all, really, right? Buying followers, buying likes. We've already said this again. You know what? What's even more hilarious now is that all these people who wasted money buying likes, and now Instagram has removed likes, which just shows you how ridiculous it is to even do this. But they've removed likes, so there you go. You spent your money on all these likes for this false, fake vanity metric, and then now it means nothing. So your money down the drain.
Go on.
So this just reinforces our point that numbers don't matter in the end. We do talk about growth and using growth as a metric to tell you that you're doing something right, but just purchasing followers does not do anything. Everyone can see through it. It makes no sense. Same goes for likes. Do not purchase these things. Use these videos, use the strategies, and grow engaged real communities who will actually convert and do the thing that you need, such as buying your products, your services, attending events, all that jazz. That's all I have to say on that.
All right, number 5, using poor or low quality images. I feel like we've said this like 6 times already across the videos. I don't even know which one to point you to. Just watch them all and just realize use high quality images. DSLR cameras are pretty affordable these days. Your phone, if you have a half decent phone, they all have pretty good cameras in them at the very least. They're not optimal, but still it'll do the trick. Please do yourself a favor. Make sure that when people come to your page and they see your brand or your company for the first time, that they leave thinking, yo, these guys are on point. Their images are crisp. We get it all the time with people coming to high season. They see us. That happened today on a
We were on a call, a sales call, I guess, in the end. And the person was like, oh, I just loved how clean all your stuff looks.
And, you know, we do that intentionally. That's not by accident. Everything you see on any of our accounts or any of our clients' accounts, use that. We always use high quality images. It's just, there's no excuse. And even if you're going to do ads, you can't even use any of these half-assed images for ads. They won't let it go by. They won't let you boost it. You can't do anything. So pretty much like
it just shows you they don't want it. They don't want crappy images on there. They only want high quality, which means they'll let you post it, but don't you dare use the money and ruin the platform with it.
That's it.
Another big mistake, I guess this is mistake number 6, is ignoring your analytics. So that means you refuse to measure how you're performing. This doesn't make any sense. You need the analytics, which are provided to you either in the platform. So, for example, on Instagram, which is what we're focusing on Instagram, you're able to go into your insights and see really key information like when your audience is online, so when are your followers there, what they're responding to, what's the best engagement, when you're getting the most comments, when you're getting the most saves. Save is an underrated engagement metric because that lets you know someone's saying, oh, I need this for later. Like that's important enough that I need to bookmark this.
Yes.
These are the types of information that will let you know, okay, this performs really well. I need to double down on this type of content. It is so important that you monitor how you're performing, just like you would in your business. There's no way that you'd be running a business and not know how many sales you're making or not know what your profit is. Treat it in the exact same way.
All right, number 7, not engaging with your followers. Once again, another thing we've probably said 8,000 times on these videos, it's social networking. So be social. If people are commenting on your posts, that's great. They've taken their time to look at your content and then they've put a thoughtful comment. So respond to that every time. Even if it's as much of an emoji, people are just like, give you a thumbs up, whatever, just something. One, if you don't respond to the comments, Instagram doesn't realize that it's an engaged post or that it's a popular post, so then it gives it no reason to push it in the algorithm, which is essentially what all of these tips are for. And secondly, that leads on and makes it harder for people to find you. I mean, there's less chance of it appearing in the explore page, less chance of it, like, once again, coming up in the feed when it doesn't always feed it to everybody because the organic reach is going down seemingly day by day.
Yeah.
So just respond to every comment, engage with people, and also engage on other people's posts. But once again, thoughtfully, not just so you can get them to like it or comment back. Like, if you care, leave a genuine comment, and that will result in engagements and interactions social interactions, which is the whole point of it, and that could lead to things that benefit everybody.
The 8th mistake that you are making is not using Instagram stories. There are over 500 million people using Instagram stories daily. Okay, Instagram stories is far surpassing the feed. If you even just think about what your habits are as an Instagram user, I'm sure you'll note that you're starting to just navigate to stories before you even navigate through your feed.
Yep.
Or maybe you only check through your feed maybe 3-4 times and then you're going to stories. This is a really critical feature of Instagram, and you need to take advantage of it. It's not what we love about it and what we've noticed with our clients. It's not as subject to the algorithm. So there are still a lot of opportunities. If you're watching someone's stories, they're usually just going to keep getting pushed to you, and there's just less competition there, less ads, where what we're seeing with Instagram in feed is that based on our testing, every 4 posts are becoming ads.
Crazy.
Which is crazy. So definitely make sure that you have a strategy there when it comes to Instagram stories. You are really missing out on an opportunity to engage your audience and increase your opportunities for followers and conversions by neglecting this feature.
All right, number 9, not being consistent. As with almost anything in life, the 2 keys I personally believe are consistency and persistence. They're the 2 main things. So with regard to Instagram, consistency is everything. Posting daily or keeping to a strict schedule, whether it's a particular time, a particular day of the week, preferably every day would be what we would argue. That shows the algorithm that you're taking your Instagram account seriously. It shows your followers that there's always going to be new content for them, that you're going out of your way to create something for your followers, and that'll always be in their algorithms. If they come back every day and they know there's going to be a new post, they're going to keep coming back. Keep it consistent with, so it's not just photos. So there's videos in the feed or via IGTV, which we would recommend. Put the video in IGTV, sync it to the feed, and then that'll keep people, or give an additional reason for people to go to your IGTV section and to look at all the different videos that you have. It becomes a mini YouTube, and that's what they're really putting money behind. So consistency is so key. If you want a little more information on it, check the card up here. We did a video on how to schedule 1 week's worth of content in an hour. That'll help you get the processes to ensure that you are consistent, because that is the key.
Last and certainly not least, because it is actually the most important, it is that you do not have a strategy in place. As with anything, you must have a strategy, you must have goals, you should not go into anything. And because we're talking to fellow business owners and people who are wanting to do fantastic things in their lives, you need a strategy behind it.
Yep.
So if you do not have a social media strategy in place, if you do not know when you're going to be posting, why you're posting certain contents, what you're going to be posting, this is all key in really being able to evaluate success and being able to ensure that you can be successful on Instagram.
Yep.
We have actually created a video on this that you can watch. It's a bit lengthy, which is why we're not breaking it down in this video. It'll be up there in the cards, and it is how to manage your social media in 2019 successfully, and it's really geared towards fellow business owners and solopreneurs, entrepreneurs. We definitely recommend checking that out. Also, if you ever need assistance with creating a strategy, we have designed something using our years of experience. It is called the Ultimate Social Media Playbook, and we use this with fellow business owners. We design it for them, and it includes all the tools, tactics, processes that you need to succeed on Instagram and on social media altogether. So,
Link in the description.
oh, I'm going to put the link in the description. Yeah. Guys, we really hope that you got something from this video. Really, we don't want you to be making these mistakes. If there are certain things that you have questions about, as in should I do this, please feel free. Leave that in the comments below or contact us. We have a contact form right below in our description there. That is it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell so you could be called out for any of the mistakes you're making online. You can follow us on social media at High Season Co. Check out our blog post at highseasonco.com. And until next time, our friends.
See.